Greetings and salutations. It is I, Professor Macabro, here. Sorry about that. Here again with another movie review. Yes, indeed. Just because Professor Macabro was going through some post-Halloween depression and was under weather because of the freaking Santy Annie wins, doesn't mean that I don't enjoy a good horror movie to, keep my will to live going. Yes, indeed. And the movie that I saw is actually one that I've been wanting to see for a while. Yes, indeed. I didn't get a chance to see it when it hit the theaters, and this was a while ago. And I haven't been able to find a cheap copy of it to add to the physical media collection and watch it. And in streaming, you have to rent or buy it, and I'm not going to do that because that's how they get you. You rent it, but it only lasts a little while, and buying it is bullshit because whenever they want to take it out of streaming, then you lost what you buy. So physical media is always the way to go. But I never found it free until recently. I was able to find it streaming, and I was like, well, shit, let's get it. And that movie that I'm going to talk about and finally saw, which I'm grateful I got to see because the sequels already came out, is The Black Phone. Was that? Oh, memento. I have a call on this phone that is black. Hello? Hello. Is Finny there? Finny? What you're talking about? No, this is Professor Macabro. Some people. Oh, well, anyway, yes, The Black Phone. Yes, indeed. That's the movie that I've wanted to see for a while, and finally got a chance to watch on streaming. Still, if I come across the physical media copy, I'm definitely going to get it, because that's the way to go. But if you scroll down YouTube, you can see a couple of behind-the-scenes featurettes, with interviews and, pre-production and during production thing, like, what? One moment, por favor. Mushy mushy. I'm looking for Finny. Where is Finny? What the fuck are you talking about, man? No, there's no Finny here. Finny, what is a Finny? No, go fuck yourself. Yeah, stupid people. Oh, don't you just hate those prank callers or telemarketers? Anyway, what is The Black Phone about? Well, it's about this titular black phone, but it goes a little bit deeper than that. I like the setting of the movie because it starts in 1978, the year that Halloween came out. And a very important year for Professor Macabro because that's my birth year. So already big fan of the setting and the aesthetic. And as far as, I was born, so I didn't really see how everything was back in the day. But it looks very 70s, or getting into the 80s style of looks, of everything that's around you, and it stars these two kids, one called Finny. Finny. Where have I heard that name before? Anyway, one's called Finny and her sister Gwen, and they are the children of this alcoholic asshole that gets drunk and beats the sister. And both of them are into horror movies, and I like that, yes indeed. But they are experiencing a bit of situation when some kids go missing, and it's actually the work of something that has been dubbed the Grabber, and already that sends a little bit of red flags because Grabber just sounds very disturbing. What? This guy again. One moment, por favor. Yes? Finny, are you there? Finny? Who the fuck is Finny? Oh, wait, it does sound like the Finny from this movie. No, are you talking about Finny from the movie? Why are you talking about Finny from the movie? I'm not doing Finny from the movie. I'm doing a review of the character called Finny in the movie called Black Phone. So I would appreciate if you don't steal my thunder. And, even though this movie has already been reviewed by other people, I'm doing it now, so go fuck yourself. Yes, indeed. Goodbye, good sir. Where was I? Ah, yes, and the Grabber is around, grabbing children, and a lot of people go missing. And Finn has this badass kid that reminds me of the kid from the Monster Squad, called Robin. That's a rough and tough guy who's afraid of Finn, and so he's telling him, like, dude, you gotta stand up for yourself and kick some ass, otherwise you're just gonna, be a punching bag for the rest of the fuckers. And unfortunately, he does not take his advice, and Robin is abducted. So the bodies are starting to disappear until, unfortunately, Finn comes across this black band, which could also be called the Black Band, because the black phone, black band, and the guy's also wearing black, and he comes with he has black balloons. Anyway, so he comes across this guy that drops his groceries, like, oh, look at me, so stupid. Drop my groceries, won't you help me, lad? And Finn, it was a different time back then. People weren't so suspicious of everyone, but probably should be. But he's like, yeah, sure, I'll help you, weird fucker. Oh, I know magic trick. Want to see a magic trick? So he gasses Finn and then dumps him in a soundproof, what's it called? An attic is upstairs. A basement. Yes, indeed, a basement. With just a black phone and a bed. And Finn, or Finny, keeps getting these phone calls from children that the grabber has previously unalived. And they're trying to give him tricks on how to survive. And it's very interesting. And Gwen, the sister, keeps having these visions, these dreams. Because that's established that the mother also had these visions. That's why the dad got drunk, because she killed herself because of the very bad visions. And he's trying in his stupid way to suppress the visions from the daughter, so she doesn't follow suit and go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, if you will, like the mother did. He handles it very poorly, but I'm not one to knock him. And depression is a bitch, and some people deal with it one way, some people deal with it the other way. But yes, he starts wailing on his kids. But Gwen is starting to have dreams about where Finny might be and the previous kids that were killed by the grabber. So it turns into really, really cool. What? Jesus Christ, this guy. Hello? Finn. Can Finn come out to play? Oh! You're the grabber! Oh, that's what you're looking for, Finny. Well, I don't want to give any spoilers for a movie that came out a while back and a lot of people already viewed, but how does it feel to be taken out like a chump by a kid? Oh man, I must admit, I really, really much adore your mask. Your mask is fucking amazing. Designed by Tom Savini, don't you know? And I love how it's very modular. You can make it happy, you can make it sad, you can make it look like one of the masks from the earlier band members of Ghost. Fucking amazing mask design, but oh boy, you got taken out by it like a chump. Even Freddy Krueger got taken out by teenagers, but you got taken out like a chump from a kid. Oh, good sir, you're a joke. But cool mask design, but toodaloo. I was beat up by a kid. Yes, indeed. Yes, the titular grabber. The ghost trained, basically like Rocky, trained Finn to take out the grabber. And he does, in a very, very momentous, epic win moment. And I quite like it. And the grabber himself is very disturbing, because he does take young male teens and locks them in his basement. And then he kind of like... it's very, very, I'm not a psychologist, or I don't know psychology, but he kind of likes, young boys, and but he also feels guilty, so locks them in, so when they try to get out, that's when he wails on them and kills them. So it's like he's struggling with his own stuff, but it's done very well. It does give you hints that, he's one of these perturbed people, very perturbed people, and you don't sympathize with the grabber. You don't feel bad for the grabber. You want that guy to get killed. You want that guy to get his just desserts. And he does. And they also film in this really cool, all the visions and dreams that Gwen has. They go into this really cool, like, Super 8, old stock filming method that I quite enjoyed. That was a lot of fun. So yes, big fan of the Black Phone. I highly enjoy the Black Phone, and he's not calling back. Guess he can't take criticism none too well. No. But if you haven't seen the Black Phone, definitely give it a watch. I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun, and it has a good story, good performances. The Grabber is a very perturbing character, but he looks cool. I like the visual look of the Grabber and how he changes mask and how he's this really fucked up person. And it's not apologetic. You don't sympathize. They don't make you sympathize for the Grabber. He's a motherfucking killer, and that's what's presented to you, so it doesn't do the whole, oh, the poor Grabber, sad backstory, feel bad for this child-murdering fucker. No, he does none of that. He's a villain, straight on, and he does his villainous ways. So you cheer for the kid when he finally, takes out the Grabber. And that's something that most horror movies can learn from. Make likable main protagonists that you cheer for, and not just your random, annoying cast of fuckers that you just can't wait for them to get knocked off. Like in what was the last one I saw? That Y2K movie. I can't stand those kids. I actually was cheering for the robots. Yes, indeed. It's a good movie. Very excited to see the sequel, even though it does feel like they went a bit too Freddy Krueger-ish with the Grabber in the sequel. But I want to see that one, and hopefully I'll get to see it soon and not take as long as I took to see Black Phone. God damn it. It took a while, didn't it? But have you seen the Black Phone? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let us know in the comments down below. But until I see you all again next time, this has been Professor Macabro thanking you and wishing you all, like always, a good evening.